All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Christian Kuntz. Quit smiling at me. You smiling already. You laughing. Welcome back to the Christian Kuntz Podcast. I'm here with my boys Vinny and Trey.
What's up, dude?
We got Jesse behind the board, swings in and out with a camera. Tanner's in here. We're joined by a special guest, Mr. Beanie Bishop Jr. Give it up for Beanie. Boys, we're coming off a tough loss yesterday against Philly. They're a good football team.
100%.
Some studs at receiver. What'd you think of that? A.J. Brown, the Slim Reaper.
Yeah.
Tough tackles, huh?
Yeah,
A.J.
tough
Brown's
tackles.
a big dude,
Yesterday
bro.
we missed a lot of tackles. We missed way more than what we needed to and what we wanted to. Obviously, those kind of guys, we got to get them on the ground. I feel that the game plan that we had to not let Saquon beat us, we executed that, but we didn't really, execute tackling well within, those guys getting the ball on the outside. We had guys, break multiple tackles on a single play and stuff like that, which isn't like us.
Yeah, I know. And I feel like third down, like we're usually pretty good. Like we're like one of the best in the league on third down. And I feel like third down yesterday, the Philly team, man, they're never in like third and long. It's always like 3rd and 6 or less, 3rd and 1, and then the tush push. Like, how do our D linemen? How do you even prepare? Can you prepare for a tush push?
We didn't even really talk about it that much, honestly, because we didn't really prepare for them to, be in those kind of situations. Obviously, on film they don't really have that many 3rd and shorts and stuff like that. They usually do a good job on 1st and 2nd down. So you don't really talk about that kind of stuff, and I think it's honestly hard, for guys to stop that. It's just. It usually has to be. It's usually a guy that jumps over the top and snatches the quarterback from snatches his upper body. So I feel that's probably the.
Are you in there? Were you in there on the?
No,
they were in a big personnel.
Yeah, they know nothing. Don't put me in. I'm a good tackler, bro, but I don't have no business in there with those 300-pounders.
I do want to talk about your tackling because this ain't no slight against you, but like you're undersized. You're small, but you tackle. Like, were you always a good tackler, or did you work on that shit? Like, or like, were you always known as like a nickel that this dude comes up and tackles regardless of his size?
Yeah. And first of all, I played corner majority of my college career. Yeah. So like I play outside, and like this is kind of what I want to say. This is my second like kind of full year of playing nickel. You know what I mean?
Move it closer.
When I was at WKU, I played mostly outside, and then so my last year there, actually, I started the first 6 games outside, and then the last 6 games I played in the slide.
Nickel, yeah.
Yeah, so then when I went to Minnesota, I played in the slide majority. And then at West Virginia, I played outside. So that was just like, it's kind of new to me-ish, but like I always had the mentality of tackling like that, especially my last year at West Kentucky, our coach was – he was like, bro, if you don't tackle, you're not gonna play. I had a teammate that started like the COVID season, bro. He started, and bro, he got there in the spring. The coach did, and he was missing a lot of tackles. And coach put him. He was on like the practice squad for like 8 weeks. I swear, until dude was tackling at practice, bro. He did not play. Like he said, if you don't tackle, you're not gonna play for me.
I love that though.
Oh wow. So like, what would you say you like better, though? Because playing inside is different from playing outside at DB, right? So, like, guys who typically play on the inside are typically a little bit faster, good tacklers, right? Guys who can cover the slot, which is by far one of the hardest jobs to do, I think, in the NFL. So, like, talk about it, man. Like, what are you preferring? Are you liking the outside or are you like the inside?
I mean, I like the inside, bro, because you obviously you get to make more plays and stuff like that. They send you on blitzes. It's not a lot of teams that do corner blitzes, honestly.
Right.
You know what I mean? You get those off the edge blitzes in the slide. You get to guard the short twitchy guys and things like that, and you get to be in the run fits and you make more tackles. But you don't get paid the big bucks to what I mean, like to cover the number 1 receivers and all of that, because I don't think any team is putting their number 1 receiver in the slot unless they're trying to get certain matchups.
Right.
What's the difference in like techniques on being a nickel corner and an outside corner? Like, are there different Like, would Joey use a different technique? He's playing outside. Say he's playing outside man, you're playing inside man. Or they're obviously you're playing to your leverage. Like, you got to know where your help is. But are there different techniques, different footwork, different hand placement when you're playing on the slot?
Nah, I think it's pretty much the same, honestly. But for me, I like to play a little bit off man. I like to play off man. You know what I mean? To make sure, because a lot of teams that like to try to hit you with, especially when they know you a man. They do like switch stuff and picking a man, so you get free. The Giants try to do that to us, but it was a flag call.
Like a wheel route with an under trying to pick you on a slant. With
they do like slant flats and stuff like that. So you just gotta kind of be ready for that. So that's why I like to kind of play off instead of pressing most of the time. And you can get more handsy in the slot because it's hard for those guys to see. They not really. When they looking inside, they looking at the O line and D line and the linebackers. Like, so you see guys in the slot get away with more calls
as opposed to Joey on the outside. They're looking straight. Yeah,
you're not going like some of those. Like, I think I got called on one penalty this year. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like some of them, I'm like looking around like, is how they gonna throw it? But they don't throw it because they not. It's hard for them to see, and if they looking at it, they looking on the outside.
Yeah. How much have you learned from like being in those winning edge meetings? Because I saw some like Coach T, you and Coach Nee, he gives you some some nuggets like going into games, like some things to pick up on. How much have you like learned from Coach T in your whole DB room? Like, we got a veteran DB room, Cam Sutton, D-Jack, Joey's been in the league a little bit now. So like, how important is that, and how much have you learned from Coach T, Coach Grady, all your coaches and players combined?
Bro, I'm not going to lie. I think the meetings with Coach Tomlin is crazy, you know what I mean? Because he's been in the league for so long. He's been coaching for so long, bro. And it's things that, you obviously you hear those, hear it so much. And, like, even going to, like, I do the Breakfast Club meetings with TA, so it's like.
You're in there early.
Yeah, early, you know what I mean? Tomorrow I'll probably be in at 7 a.m., bro. And it's just like, you hear that stuff, and then he says the same stuff in the defensive unit. So just hearing that stuff, and it's just like, okay, it starts clicking with watching the film and things like that. But Coach Tomlin, he helps me understand, okay, this head coach comes from here, and this offensive coordinator comes from this coaching tree. So, okay, Mike Shanahan or such and such, you know what I mean? Like, those are West Coast coaches, so the splits is going to talk to you, or they like to run this Niner boot, and just different things like that. So just being able to understand and pick Coach Tomlin's brain, and he helps me even with my blitz time, and he's like, okay. So at first I wasn't really watching, okay, the play clock when they snapping it, what's the quarterback's indicators? Is his hands up? Is he, just different things. Does he lift his leg up? Like Jalen Hurts, he lifts his legs up or he puts his hands out. And so just being able to time up the blitz perfectly. And just being around like Minka, KZ, Deshaun, D-Jack, bro, it's like, it's so many vets in the room. You just understand, and all of them been in different places. Obviously Minka's been in Pittsburgh probably the longest with Cam. But just understanding all of those guys, they have different journeys and stories. And D-Jack, he's been in Carolina for the past few years. So he's just like, bro, this is the most winning I done had. You know what I mean? I probably done won. Like, obviously, they weren't winning that many games in Carolina. But, even some of the other guys that we brought in from the practice squad and elevated them, he's like, bro, I never felt this while I was in Carolina, enjoying winning and being in winning locker room. But just being able to understand, Cam's helping me understand the game, bro. Cam's like so smart, much, bro. He's so smart, but I just have to tell him, like, bro, give me the Cliff Notes version. Because he'll say something, but it's like,
it's advanced.
It's so advanced. I'm like, yo, like, this is year one for me. I'm not on that level.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'll be able to pick up certain pieces of it. And just understanding, like, it's like, okay, when you get this, you're going to get this, or they trying to beat us here and this and that. Smarter players are better players. And just being able to know what the offense is doing and why they doing it and what we might get in this coverage, it just helps you, be in the right position to make plays.
I like that, man. I ain't gonna lie. You talked about the coaches tree, and Mike Tomlin always goes back to the coaches tree. Like, they were here with this guy doing this thing. I feel like he's like a secret, secret agent or something, or in the CIA or something like that. Bro. You know what I mean? He probably low-key got that FBI Law and Order type in him. But
he does.
With that said, man, like, Talk about that too, man. Do you notice some of the same similarities from team to team if they've had that same coaching tree? Because I've seen, like you said, Mike Shanahan, but there's also McDaniels down in Miami. So you see all these different guys, but they're coming from the same area.
Mm-hmm.
You start picking up the tendencies, so you like running exactly what Kyle likes running over here on third down and 5. You know what I mean? So what have you noticed the most in terms of some of these offensive coordinators?
Bro,
West Coast.
the West Coast offense, bro. The splits, they like to run the Niner boots and things like that, bro. The motions. And a lot of teams, interchange personnel. Like they might go 2 tight ends and 11 personnel. They might, it just switches up, bro, because those coaches, they don't, they have specialized guys. Okay, so we gonna have this guy. He runs the slants. He's running all the dirty work, the dirty routes. Like he's going in there running the digs.
Right.
You know what I mean? Taking those hits and catching the ball. Like so, you kind of get the feel. Okay, they break up their division of labor. So this receiver, he's only running the slants, or he's only running the digs, or he's carrying a run fight. And some guys, they mix it up. He runs all of these different routes, but like those coaches in those trees, they have division. They break up the division of labor, and you can easily tell what it is.
Man,
like even for the Broncos, we had one running back who only runs on the inside, and one running back runs on the outside. So just different stuff like that, and just being able to pick it up. So it's like, yo, such and such is in the game. So like you gonna high alert of, okay, they not running the ball outside, they running the inside.
Right.
So these are the kind of run plays that we gonna get. And Detroit, they kind of like that too. You know what I mean? Jamar Gibbs, he runs on the outside. David Montgomery runs on the inside, more power back. You know what I mean?
Right.
They both great running backs, but just the division of labor, you can tell.
Right.
So we'll get into your story, but you played majority of your college ball at Western Kentucky, but when you transferred, you went to the Big Ten, which is obviously more power football, power running, and then you went to the Big 12, which is kind of West Coast offenses passing. How much has coming from Western Kentucky into the Big Ten and then going to the Big 12, how much has that evolved your game in both the run and the pass? Because you 2 totally different conferences that played different styles.
Bro, it was for me, it was kind of tough. Because I came from Conference USA, where it's like they passing the ball, it's air raid
50 times a game,
bro. It's air raid. So then going to Minnesota in this Big Ten, it's like
cold and run
RPO, 13 personnel, 23 personnel.
Yeah.
It's just like all of those. Yeah. It's just big bodies in there. So it's like, okay, you kind of get on. Like how it's D linemen, they know it's pass rush time. You're never in. It's like you don't know, or you rarely in those passing situations. Unless you got an RPO, it's heavy play action, quarterback under center. Teams even still do that now, but that's what kind of offense it was. So every week you got to bring tackling. You got to tackle. You know what I mean? And that's something that you work every day in practice. You got to work it. So just being able to – so when it comes to the NFL now, me playing in the Big Ten, it's like you playing those big backs, Saquon.
Yeah.
We had a running back, Mo Abraham. He was a big, heavy set back. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't tall, but
big burly.
Yeah, he was. You know what I mean? He was
gonna
heavy
run
set.
you over.
Yeah, it's a lot of guys in the Big Ten that even played Penn State. Those 2 running backs that they have. We didn't play. Michigan State had it's just all of those kind of running backs, the heavy set guys. So which translates to the league. Those you got guys on each team that's big and strong and fast. Some of them can move like Saquon, bro. He's an unbelievable athlete, bro. You see the backwards hurdle and all of that kind of stuff, but
Jonathan Taylor was there at that time too.
Yeah,
right?
I actually played. Well, I didn't play, but I was there my true freshman year when we played Wisconsin, bro. When I was at Western Kentucky,
Right.
His Heisman year.
Oh my god!
You know what I mean? The year they just said he was going crazy.
Yeah, he went crazy.
Yeah, so he went crazy, but then to the Big 12 was when I went to the Big 12, bro, I had to readjust to not going against big, strong, stiff receivers.
More fast.
Yeah,
more skilled.
guys are blazing.
Yeah.
It might be a dude that's 6'3", 225 and
Flying.
can drop on a dime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it's just like trying to, okay, I got to break these habits of sitting on routes because like majority of the routes was like slants or deep cross routes and stuff like that. It's like, man, this dude, he can run routes. So you got to be, you know what I mean? You got to be in the lab on your technique and stuff like that. And just that translating to the game, everybody can run. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that everybody's not as fast as me or, you know what I mean? Like, not everybody's blazing, but guys can run. They can run routes. They can pretty much, a lot of guys can pretty much do it all outside of blocking. But
do you think that like having that experience in those different styles of football like made you more well-rounded for the NFL? Like, because I think a lot of guys come in, right? Maybe they're in the Big Ten their whole career. They see that same style of offense, and then they get into the league, and then those size guys that are just running the ball down their throats in the Big Ten are actually running 4.3s and like moving. So like, you know, what would you, I guess, say that did that prepare you for the NFL, being more well-rounded?
Yeah, for sure, bro. Because it's tough. You know, you don't really get to see all of those different play styles in one conference,
right?
Because majority of the conference is going to be, okay, we run an air raid, especially when I was in the Big Ten, bro. Because we played on the conference on the side with Wisconsin, you know, Iowa. Like we didn't play against Michigan,
right?
Yeah.
Ohio State. You know what I mean? Penn State for real. Like we not on that side of the conference, so we going 13 personnel, 13 XL with an extra tackle, like just stuff like that, and being able to play against that kind of stuff. Then the next season, you're going to play against teams that's running hurry up, air raid. They throwing the ball down the field. You getting 70, 80 plays. You know what I mean? Like it's totally different, and it helps now because, like, I think defense last night played 83 snaps, 83 snaps. So just like way on a totally different scale, because when I was at Western Kentucky, we played like 1,600 or 1,700 snaps. And then I looked at the Minnesota team before I got there. They was like one of the top teams in the country, total defense. And they only played like 1,000 snaps. Probably not even I don't even think they played 1,000. They probably played 800 or 900
That's
snaps.
crazy.
So I'm like, bro, that's a total difference in those numbers of snaps that's being played. Yeah. So it just prepares you for two totally different things. Like last night, all of those snaps, you're not playing all of those snaps in the Big Ten because they running the ball. You might play 40, 50 snaps. My first game at Minnesota, we had 30-something defensive snaps. Yeah, so like, bro,
it's like nothing.
That's so like, bro, you know what I mean? You got to sitting on the bench out riding the bike the whole game. Yeah.
He said riding the bike the whole game.
Yeah,
which is crazy. That's some Christian stuff.
I don't ride I don't exercise on the bench. When I'm on the sidelines, I'm sitting on the bench on those heaters. Jess, what do you got?
Yeah, so just to even piggyback off of what Vinny was saying, so whenever you are looking at you know, people that went to bigger schools, you know, right? And I hear this all the time they talk about Ohio State quarterbacks or bigger school quarterbacks that, you know, go to these places and you're almost like hitting your ceiling at those big schools. So there's a little bit less room to grow for potential. Do you feel like, you know, maybe coming from a smaller school, like not an Ohio State or something like that, where you are like, I haven't even tapped into like the full potential, you know, now, especially that you were able to translate from again, a smaller school, and I'm saying that with parentheses, but like also, you know, now that you're in the Steelers locker room, it's like, oh, dude, I have so much more room to even grow because I wasn't at a school that was, you know, already kind of there. Because some of those college locker rooms are like a professional room, so you're kind of getting what you get, and there's no more room for growth. But how do you feel about that for yourself?
Man, I think it was good for me to be able to go from a low-level FBS. I mean, kind of low-level FBS because obviously they don't like really respect the Conference USA. Like when you talk like Group of 5 schools, like teams look at the Sun Belt, you know what I mean, and things like the American Conference and stuff like that. But just being able to experience that and then go to a Power 5 school like Western Kentucky, we didn't have a lot. You know, cold tubs. We had like the
Right.
boots. We had probably just got the boots when I got there.
That's
You know what I mean?
crazy
Like,
work.
I
yeah.
feel like we had just got the boots. We didn't have like they have like force frames and what is the other stuff that we use
we have so much shit in there. Like,
bro, I can't
so much
I can't think of what
technology.
it's for the
frame,
hamstrings though. It's for the hamstrings.
The inverse machine that we're doing.
I can't think of
what
what it's
the-
called.
Nordic.
The Nordic.
Yeah, I already knew. I had
Bro,
a feeling. I was like, yo.
yes. The Nordic. We didn't have the Nordic.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We didn't have nothing like, especially compared to like my other schools, bro. It's had literally the coat up, the Normatec boots. Our strength and conditioning coach was making our protein shakes, bro. Like,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
so it's
Right.
like, and you want to pick up weight, you gotta drink these, bro. Like they was drinking, we had to drink the Gatorade shakes and eat like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to try to pick up
hold
weight.
on.
Bro, I
Don't
don't
sleep
wanna
on
hear
that.
shit.
Don't
Bro,
sleep
I need
on
you
that.
all to come play D2 football.
Bro,
and
it's
tell me what you expect.
Bro, but it's you know what
Shout
I mean?
out
It's
to Hilltop
nothing
as
like
well.
that though, bro. You know what I mean? It wasn't, it wasn't nothing crazy that we had. So then when I transferred to Minnesota and like understand like the work, because obviously the coaches matter too.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And the resources matter probably even more. So the coaches is like, okay, breaking stuff down. Hold on, wait. Let me. I got to shout out to my coach, Coach Key from Western Kentucky. He's at Texas now.
Oh hell yeah!
wow.
My favorite DB coach, like that was the DB coach I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Bro. He the freaking GOAT. He actually coached Jamie too, James Pierre.
Oh, for real?
Hell
Where
yeah.
do you coach him at?
FAU.
Yeah, he coached him at FAU.
Okay.
He coached my dog Nate Hobbs at Illinois.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
He
boy.
coached Witherspoon that's in Seattle.
Dang.
Kirby Joseph that's with the
Detroit.
Lions. So like, bro, Coach
big-
Key is coach.
like
like,
that. Some
yeah,
big
yeah,
names. Those are
yeah.
some big
Like,
names.
and you see those guys are like they hitting.
Right.
So the tackling stuff is no joke, bro. If you could see his teach tape, bro, like I seen all of those guys on his teach tape, like you
Yeah.
know. So before I even met Jamie, like before I
Right.
even met him, like I knew who he was.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Nate knew who he was, but obviously because I grew up with him. But yeah, long story short, I had to give my guy a shout out.
That's
but,
great, dude.
Big shout out coming from Western. He went from Western Kentucky to Texas.
Yeah, no. He went from West Kentucky to Ole Miss, and then
That's still a
he's
big
he's
jump,
Te-
though,
Big
bro.
Yeah,
jump,
That's
bro.
because he
huge.
went from I think he went from FAU to Illinois, then came from Illinois to Western Kentucky, and then went to Ole Miss to Texas.
See, that's crazy because ultimately, like, you're talking about Minnesota, but you know what school I want to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even want to get disrespectful because it ain't a disrespect thing. It's just like, why them? Like, you could have picked anywhere else to go in the country, but you picked West Virginia.
Bro.
Back there in the back roads with Uncle Bubba and them.
Bro, West Virginia gave me the best opportunity.
Respectfully.
And I knew like, bro, because ultimately it was between them and Louisville.
Okay.
And I'm like, I go home. And like obviously, little NIL plays a little part. I gotta give me a little piece of that. I gotta give me a little piece of that, bro. Like, fuck, I think it started. I can't remember when the NIL started, bro. Like, I think it's
2021. You got
bro,
paid. I
like,
know you did.
No, bro, I ain't get nothing when I went to Minnesota, bro. So I'm like, bro, I need something. And then I knew a guy that was at Louisville, and yeah, he wasn't getting his money that he was supposed to
So,
get.
did you tell me when you went to Western Kentucky they didn't give you no bread?
No, bro, I literally had one. That was my only FBS offer that I had, and I had two FCS offers. UT Martin and Eastern Kentucky.
So let's go back to that. Growing up in Louisville, I said it right.
Louisville. Stop trying to put the Louis in there. Louisville.
You're such a young
Listen,
Louisville.
bro, this guy's from Pittsburgh.
Listen.
Louisville.
Bro, listen. I'm gonna help you.
Louisville.
Like you about to
Louisville.
throw up on yourself.
Louisville.
Yes, there you go.
All right. So growing up in Louisville, I don't even know if I can say it. Whatever. Pleasure Ridge Park High School. You were the star player. I read your stats. What was that like? What was your high school like? Was it a bigger school? Was it a smaller school on that scale? And then obviously you said, that was at Western Kentucky was your only FBS offer. But walk me through like a little bit of your high school career and then into your recruiting process. And like, take us back to like growing up. Like, did you always played football growing up? Like,
Yeah.
were you always one of the smallest ones on the team, but one of the fastest, one of the best players that got the ball? And like, take us through growing up and then all the way to Western Kentucky and then like the recruiting process and that miss.
Yeah, so bro, I started playing football when I was 4 years old. I wasn't even supposed to be playing. I
Four?
was playing with 5 and 6 year olds.
That's early.
I was
bro.
playing with
So
5 and
that's
6.
why you're so comfortable
Bro,
out here, right?
bro, I was
Yeah.
playing with 5 and 6 year olds. I don't even know how my parents did it, bro. Like I'm telling you, I don't know how they did it. But my first ever football game was in the playoffs. I don't know why they let me. I didn't play the whole season. They let me get the ball in the playoffs on the goal line. Got smashed. Oh my god, I got smashed. Literally fumbled the ball, lost us the game. But you know, I'm like a 4-year. I probably went and got ice cream after the game.
You didn't care.
Yeah, I didn't care. Okay, let's go to Dairy Queen.
Dude,
But,
Metis, same thing, dude. Goal line popped it out.
Oh.
You just didn't have Big Ben to go make the tackle back then. That's
Yeah,
all.
for sure. That's
Remember
what
that, dude?
that's what it was, bro.
Yeah,
That's what it
Goal
was.
43. It doesn't happen.
Let me see. Obviously, you know, playing in Little League, best player,
Yeah.
probably got so many MVP trophies. Like, so somebody had so many MVP trophies. They was in the storage, probably got lost or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they're in the attic.
Yeah, they're somewhere, bro. But a ton of MVP trophies. And I was supposed to. My home school was Western High School,
Okay.
which is where the school my big brother went to. I'm like, I can't go there, bro. Like all my friends literally are going to PRP.
Yeah.
So I don't know how we made it work. I think I might have used my friend's address. So they end up letting me, you know,
Let
get
you
in
go there?
Yeah, so I'm in PRP, right?
Yo, how you finessing all these things? Yo, I need to meet your parents, bro.
Bro,
You finesse
come on, bro.
Little League,
Come
high
on, bro.
school.
You got to have a little finesse, bro. You know, black parents are always going to try to be able to.
100%.
They
I
got.
want to know.
Yeah, they gotta finesse a couple things, bro. I don't know,
got
like
paid at
might have gave
Western
them the
Kentucky,
wrong
for
birth
sure.
certificate or something. I don't know. You know, address swapping it was a big thing. You know what I mean?
But you
Especially-
just told me you ain't get paid at Western Kentucky, and you
Yeah,
got
I
a
don't
family
believe
like
that.
that. I'm not
Nah, you
believing
got
that,
it.
bro.
Bro, I didn't, bro. How was I going to get paid and I didn't have? What was my leverage? I didn't have no leverage.
Your parents. That's
You
all
have
you need,
one.
bro.
You got
like,
one
listen.
FBS offer. What are you gonna say? Shit, all right. You got to give my son this. Oh no, we just taking this offer back. Oh shit, where I'm gonna go now? Oh shit, where I'm gonna go now? But you know, my freshman year, bro, we went undefeated. 6A school, the biggest classification. So we went undefeated. I'm like, oh yeah, so this team's gonna be good. We're gonna go and win a state championship my senior year. Play offense and defense.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, all the studs do in high school. I don't know if you did or not.
Yes, I did. Of course,
Okay.
I did.
All right.
You know, I played both
What
ways.
was your
Come
second
on.
position? I'm actually curious.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, my highlight.
Fullback.
I did play some fullback. I did play some fullback. Obviously, linebacker, fullback. But I did play my junior year. I played receiver. We'll pop on the
Yeah,
tape.
you
I
gotta
gotta
show me the
see
tape.
it,
You gotta
bro.
show us.
I'll show the
You gotta
tape.
show the tape.
Are you
show-
rounding up Beanie?
No.
No, I don't think he could route up the trash can if it was standing right there.
See, that's fucking crazy. Why did I deserve
Line it
that?
up.
Here's the thing,
All
though.
right.
No, it's
He
not
said
just
line
you,
it up.
Christian. Christian, it's
telling
not
you.
just you, but it happens to all of us. Our coach would always say, you couldn't do anything to a trash can. It was like, it was normal. You feel me? So don't feel
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
You
don't feel
good.
bad, bro.
I don't
It's
feel
just saying,
bad.
bro.
I probably couldn't get open against a trash can right
Yeah,
now.
sorry, bro.
You could do it, bud.
Thanks.
Words of encouragement.
I appreciate it.
But
But you're
yeah.
going into Western Kentucky, your only FBS offer. Were you kind of slighted by that? Did you feel like you were
Bro, and it yes, because I'm like all of these, and this is like Louisville football is starting to get jumping. Like we had Rondell, he's got all of these offers. You know, that's my guy. Like we all at the same gym.
Rondell Moore?
Yeah, Rondell Moore, Wandale Robinson. We're all at the same. We train with the same guy, bro. So I'm like, man, they out here. They got all of these offers. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, I can't get better than Western Kentucky, bro. Like, but the thing is, like, I was probably like $150. But the thing is, I'm telling, I went to camp at Western Kentucky. I went to Purdue. I went to University of Kentucky. And I went to Cincinnati. Cincinnati had Joker Phillips as the coach, and he wanted me to play receiver.
Really? You didn't want to play receiver.
I did, but it's too much with getting the ball, bro. Like, I'm not trying to worry about that.
Yeah.
But I'm out there like I'm locking guys up, bro. I ran 4.29s everywhere I went at, bro. I'm running 4.29s. When I went to Purdue, they check it. They're like, nah, he got to run this again. Ran it again, 4.29. Oh shit, this might be legit then. Jumping out of the gym, like.
What's that vert look like?
Yeah, it used to be crazy. It ain't crazy now, bro. This year.
Don't act like you're old. Like you're like
no,
24 years old.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm turning 25 tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
bro.
yeah, I know. Happy early
appreciate
birthday.
it.
Yeah.
25.
But nah, it was a little lower than what I needed to be this year because I was coming off a hamstring during pre-draft process. So yeah, like.
No explosion.
Yeah, so no explosion, bro. I ran at 40 and I was like, oh shit. I ran to 40 and I'm like, hey. If I had to run it again, it might have been out of there.
Were you at the combine?
No, I didn't get no combine invite, bro. Nah.
Those make the best stories.
Yeah,
You're a pro day guy only.
Man.
It be like that, bro. It's
pro
real.
day, Big 12 pro day in freaking Frisco, Texas. The worst thing probably ever could happen.
Why? Why did they do that? Why did only the Big 12
Money.
do that?
It's money. Everything has to do with money. They have a contract with somebody. I think it's like Armed Forces or something. I don't know. They have a contract with somebody where the Big 12 gets paid. Like I would have much rather, had it at West Virginia where.
That's what I'm saying. You're comfortable. You're at home. You're probably training there with the staff. I don't understand. Was every team from the Big 12 down there? Like every guy that's trying for the NFL at that pro day?
No. So the thing is, bro, I think they gave you like 12 guys. I think each team got 12 guys that could go. So like not everybody was able to go from like. Yeah, if you had more than 12 seniors, bro, you was done. Like you couldn't go.
Wait, so you mean to tell me there's a couple guys who didn't get an opportunity
They didn't even get a chance to go to the pro day?
Yes, bro.
Nah, bro, you got to see me. What's up? Nah, I'm fighting. Because for a lot of guys, like practice squad or specialists, guys who just didn't get an opportunity, me, right? Like, you're not getting no other opportunity than pro day. And I'm not even getting a pro day now because of you want to just all of a sudden want to do a Big 12 thing. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, I don't know what the purpose. Because at first I'm like, ooh, like NFL teams is going to be there, this, that, and the third. But, I mean, it was NFL teams. Like, you got to do some interviews and stuff like that, which was cool. Like, they bring, like, the WWE in there.
What is going on?
Bro, no, like, NASCAR, I think, like, Team 23, the NASCAR deal was there. Like, and it ultimately, like, for guys that didn't make it, like, one of my homeboys is literally doing NASCAR with Team 23.
They make good money.
But because of the Big 12 Pro Day stuff.
What?
Like, I swear, like, you ain't on no practice squad. Bro, he was literally he told me he was working at Home Depot, bro. And now he works with Team 23.
Changing tires, right? Like, because he's fast, athletic, quick.
Money,
yeah,
I'm trying to tell you.
Bro.
Shit.
And, bro, he say they work out. They got good recovery, like real, and it's like it's a true sport. They working out.
Christian about to go sign up.
Look at Christian's
Bro,
ears
someone
turning
actually,
right now, bro.
someone actually reached out to me about when I was in the midst of training and stuff. They reached out to me about like there's a pit crew opportunity. They were paying like $100,000.
They pay you $100,000. I just got offered I want to say I got offered right out of college an opportunity to do it. Yeah,
they look
you get
for
paid big.
Dude, they look for athletes that like can move and carry the tires and get them off, get them back on.
But you gotta be quick though, because if not, bro, like you docking off seconds. Like you gotta be moving.
Oh, they have that down. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing, bro. Like we went to the Duke's Mayo Bowl and we did the tires thing. I'm like, oh shit, this is fun. You know what I mean? So like, just imagine if I felt that it was like that and you going against somebody else. Ultimately, you being competitive, you competing against somebody. And you getting a lot of money, bro. You working out, watching film, you get to travel. You know what I mean? Like you get a free time.
They hired?
Like, bro. He said, he said,
they hired. Hey, chill out over there.
How long is that season?
Like it's only a couple months, I think.
Yeah, I think it might be a couple months, bro. But that is like, who would pass up on that opportunity, bro? Like, he literally just moved. He just moved from. I think he was probably staying with his parents for a little bit, just trying to figure out what's going on, the transitional phase from not playing football, just ending college to trying to figure out what route you're going to go professionally. And he got the call, and he just got to move to Charlotte. Bro, I want to go to Charlotte. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, all right, I know where I'm going in the offseason. You know what I mean? This man keep going. He done went on 10 dates last week. I'm like, come on, bro. I gotta go out there, bro. I gotta see. You know what I mean? I like Charlotte, bro.
This man used to live in Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte's
Vinny
cool.
had some
Man,
time in
Charlotte's
I was there for like 6 years.
Charlotte's cool city, yeah.
I like it. It's pretty nice.
Up and
out there.
coming. So pro day, Big 12 pro day. You kind of popped your hammy, didn't pop it.
No, I heard it. I had heard it like a couple weeks before I was supposed to run.
So what'd you run?
4.3.
You still ran a 4.3?
Yeah, I ran a 4.3.
So after you ran that like I can't even imagine. Like
Yeah, I know.
I'm like thinking about driving a car.
I'm
I'm thinking about driving my car 40 yards to get a 4.3 sometimes. Like just flooring them. Talk to me about because I ain't moving that fast. Maybe 30 yards I could run a 4.3. Talk to me about like the draft process. Like, did you think you were gonna get drafted? You bust a 4.3, like you flying.
Yeah. For me, it was kind of tough because I'm like, I don't get a combine invite. But I'm like, I still could get drafted. A lot of teams thought I was gonna run like 4.5. I'm like, damn. But you
That's
know,
insulting.
because I don't feel that I had to open up and run because I didn't like let guys get over top. You know what I mean?
I don't like guys like you, bro.
Yeah,
That don't try during the game. Like, you never see him really turn it on until he really got to turn it. I don't like that.
Bro,
it's
and
like they can't take the lid off. He's
I'm
like
not
on their pocket, like a
Yeah.
little gnat. Like,
Yeah, I'm
annoying
not letting-
as shit.
I can't let him. What's the point of me letting him? Nah, because I don't need a underthrown ball, and you see guys, they panic and hands is up in the air like they on a roller coaster. Bro, I'm not doing that. You gonna be right here in front of me. You gonna be right here in front of me. You know what I mean?
Did you see that dude? Who was it for the Chiefs? He saw the jumbotron and turned, got his head around, and got the pick. Did you guys see this?
Nah,
I
that's
did
crazy.
see that.
Bro, and
I
they
did
got a
see that.
shot from the back of the end zone. I didn't know if you saw that. I wanted to get your take on that. But bro, it's crazy.
Really?
He's like kind of face guarding him, and he looks up. You see him look up at the jumbotron. He sees the pass coming, whips his head around, and picks it off. It was wild.
See, I got a
bro.
Saquon story
that's
for
crazy.
y'all.
Nah, that's crazy.
Saquon, when we played against them in Penn State, our linebacker was chasing him. He was watching himself in the jumbotron going left to right so the linebacker couldn't tackle him. And I'm sitting there just watching him do it. Like,
You ever do anything like that?
That's
You ever use
crazy.
the jumbotron?
I feel like the jumbotron's delayed
Nah, the jumbotron
That's what I
is
thought,
delayed.
too.
It
That's
is
just
delayed.
Pittsburgh, maybe.
because I watch it.
We got an
on-
old
that's how I
stadium.
watch the game. It's a little delayed.
I feel like every whatchamacallit is delayed. Every jumbotron's delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, but I didn't really get to open up and run. I got to open up and run against Oklahoma. Bro, I ran like a 22 or a 23. Bro, I was on a backside. A dude ran like a slant, and
You were cooking.
I was sliding. They like, bro, you was moving fast. I was like, damn, was I really? I feel like I ain't even ran. I didn't run that fast, but they was like, bro, you was sliding.
Who you think the fastest on our team is?
Ooh, bro, it's tough, and you know, guys are.
Yeah,
No.
this is a big combo. And
It's-
I
Is
think
it
Like,
Miles? It's got to be Miles, right?
Who?
Up there.
Killebrew? No.
No.
Oh,
come-
sorry.
He's
Calvin.
Calvin. He up there for sure.
bro.
I don't like how you slowing down, Beanie, because I seen
I can-
Calvin run. What you about to
Calvin
say?
can fly, bro.
No, I can't really say, bro. It's tough because I'm gonna put myself up there.
Facts.
You know, we got fast guys in the DB room. Obviously, the fastest guys coming out of the DB room or the receiver room.
D-Jack
Yeah, like
can fly.
DJ.
Joey can fly a little bit.
Mika says he can run fast. I can't really say if he can or he can't.
I think Mink can
Yeah.
fly.
Yeah, so like, and that's like one of the things too. Like Mika and Joey gets into it all the time. Like, bro, I'm faster than you. I'm faster. You know, it's kind of like big brother, little brother stuff. So, but I don't know. That's a good conversation. I'm taking me. You know what I mean?
Who's your top three at least, bare minimum?
Got it. I have to throw D-Jack in there because D-Jack ran track
Really?
for LSU, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
He
different.
ran track for
That's
LSU, so
different.
like
I had no
DJ
you
idea.
can't disrespect him and not throw him in there because how many guys played football and ran track at college and was
Right.
on one of the fastest teams
Like the fastest team.
in the nation? Like, I think his
The
his
400.
the 4x1. I think it was like they 4x1 team or something.
That has the
was
record,
like
right?
the fastest in all of track, like not just college, professional too. Like one of those years when he was in LSU. So like you gotta put him in there. And third that's kind of up for grabs.
You think Scotty's in there?
Scotty's fast too,
Scotty's
bro.
fast.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's
George is fast,
bro.
Like,
You
it
can't
just don't
you can't
look
really
like it.
say,
Yeah.
bro.
GP's that fast?
Yeah,
It's
GP
hard, bro. Go
fly.
look at the Madden speed, and I guess we can just kind of. No, I'm not gonna say that because Madden got Jack faster than me, but we. Nah, I'm messing around. But we can just. I don't know. I
say we
don't know
gotta
if I
go.
want to put in the third. Like
I'll give you my top 3: Calvin, D-Jack. Calvin, D-Jack, and GP. I'm sorry.
yeah, nah, it's cool, bro.
I haven't seen you. I haven't
I know
seen
you
you
haven't
open
seen
it
me
up.
run. You haven't seen me
I
run,
really
so
haven't.
that makes sense, bro. Like, and that's one of the things I tell the other guys too. They're like, bro, we haven't seen you run, so you can't really say, like, if you see somebody catch a ball on me or get burnt, then you might be like, damn, he's fast, but he just gave up a bomb. He just got bombed, but shit, he's sliding though.
The
That is
next-gen
actually
stats on the
hilarious.
toast.
Nah, for real. Oh
It be
my,
like that.
next gen stats. The fastest guy without the ball.
Yeah.
Beanie Bishop.
24 mile per hour.
24 mile per hour.
Boy, sprinting.
Nah, for real.
How pumped were you when Pittsburgh called and you got your free agent deal, or were you kind of like upset that you weren't drafted?
Bro, so like this.
And who called you and how'd it go?
This is the thing, bro. So like my agent's telling me, because obviously, like you get the visits and all of that kind of stuff. So I had a local day with the Commanders, and I was like doing good. I'm like, okay, boom. Like local day is kind of you go out there and you like work out and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I'm like, okay, I did good, but then I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna go to the Commanders. Had the top 30 with Pittsburgh. I'm like, oh shit, this is my only top 30. But I told him, I'm like, yo, I got the Ravens lined up. I got the Browns lined up.
You thought you were sweet.
I'm like, yeah, but I didn't have nothing lined up. I was lying, bro. Bro, you gotta, because at the end of the day, bro, you gotta sell yourself, bro. Because like in our reality,
You got to play the game.
like even like with college, bro. Like once you get, if you get a Louisville offer, you're gonna get a Kentucky offer. You get a West Virginia offer, you're gonna get a Pitt offer. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of the same thing. So I was like, yeah, I got some more 30 visits lined up. The whole time I didn't have nothing lined up, bro. I gotta, you know what I mean? Like all these other teams is asking, oh yeah, who have you talked to, bro? I'm telling them, I'm talking,
Everybody.
bro. For everybody in your division, I talk to them. You the last team I actually talked to. Nah, but
Do the coaches know that? Like,
I don't think they know that.
I mean, like even now
they,
though,
they,
like
they don't. No, I don't think
They're going to find out now.
I don't think.
Breaking news.
That's that fake address energy right there.
Yeah, for sure. I'm like, yo, like,
You're a schemer,
great.
bro.
bro, you gotta,
Scheming.
you gotta finesse your way into
I
it
love
sometimes,
it,
bro.
bro.
Like, cause shit, it's gonna be tough. You know what I mean? I kind of knew that it was like you gonna be late,
Yeah.
or you gonna go undrafted. So you gotta sell yourself a little bit.
Bro, this guy
Facts.
convinced people that he could long snap.
I did.
Like,
Just kept doing it.
we get it.
I kept. I did. I really did. Like I kept pestering people. My agent would send like Danny Smith, all of these coordinators, film after film after film. I would just be pumping out film, and you have to like,
Yep.
oh, he needs to. And some coaches would get back to you, which was kind of cool, and be like, yo, he needs to work on his footwork or his release. He's up way too late or whatever it may be, and like that shit worked. Like
Yep.
my agent would be like, yo, we need film this week. I'd film myself snapping, send the film out. 90% of the time, no one responded, and none of these coaches gave a shit. But 10% of the time, when those coaches did respond, bro, that shit maybe got me a workout. And then when you hit that workout circuit as an undrafted, as a free agent guy, like every team sees the workout circuit. So like when I went up to New England, I kind of felt like, especially when Belichick was there and they they had their runs and stuff, I was going on the workouts and stuff. I felt like going on a workout in New England was so beneficial because other people, other scouts, other coaches would look at the workout circuit and be like, what is New England? Like New England's working this guy out. What do they know that we don't? Because everyone thought New England was like New England.
Right.
So like
The
I felt
Patriot
like
way.
I felt like going on a workout to New England
That is
as a
huge.
linebacker converting a long snapper. New England was up to something, and other teams saw that and brought me on, and that's like
But see, that's the
crazy.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like you can you can kind of fake it till you make it, bro. Like,
But you got to, bro. It's like
Yeah.
the business, right? Like people don't talk
100%.
often about it, like the actual business of it. Like if you don't sell yourself, you don't get an opportunity. If you don't sell yourself, 'cause I had a rookie mini camp. You know what I mean? I was with some of the guys, Jalen Warren, GP, and all them coming in, bro. But then you see some undrafted guys get real life opportunities,
Yeah.
like, and you're playing right now. So to know that we would have been at the same mini camp and you're on the field, I don't think kids understand on how much it means to really sell yourself. Because there's high school kids, right, who are looking for opportunity but don't have a good coach at home.
Yeah.
Or don't have a recruiter at home that can actually sell tape. Like I watched his old tape, right? And he had to literally sell himself to anybody who would take it, right? So like, I think that's so important because there's still kids out there who are
Tough
looking
sell.
for a spot. Yeah, you had concrete on your feet.
Sorry.
But we gonna get you right. He wasn't Beanie. I ain't gonna tell you that. He had some moves though.
I ran a 4.6 one time.
Hey, that's
That's
fast.
moving.
all right,
bro.
yeah, I think I might have ran something like that back in Little League, bro. I was like,
Chill.
running
What do you
fast.
think?
Ray.
What do you,
Can we get it?
Do you think I'm breaking 5 right now? 4.9. You think I'm breaking 5 seconds?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. If you're, no, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If you're running a 5 flat, bro, you're actually ridiculous because it's lineman that's running that.
Yeah. I'm running a 4.9
You,
right now.
bro, you played linebacker, bro. So I don't understand why you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I'm getting old, a little older, but
You know, he used to like. This is a question I actually have. The younger guys on the team, do they know that he played linebacker, or do they just see him as a long snapper? Do
Nah,
they think
I
he was a
know-
career long snapper?
I know that he played linebacker. He was going around showing his tape. I'm like, yo, what is this that he's trying to advertise it and stuff like
Got
that.
a
You know,
TV
he's
in his
walking
locker
around
with
the
it on
locker room.
loop.
He's walking around the locker room with his phone, like
Did you
yo,
see
look at
Duquesne
this.
just tagged me in this video?
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, bro, it was only I only knew because I went to West Virginia. In my year there we played Duquesne, and
Oh, okay.
he was giving me a little hell about it. So.
hey, you know why I gave you hell about it? Because you guys cheated us. Listen, we were up on them. We were up. Beanie, were
I
we
would
not
agree
up?
with him regardless. So don't even
Beanie,
look over it.
Beanie,
Go to his
Duquesne
face,
was up. Duquesne was up, right? And then you guys came back and scored. Then we were down 3. And then we got the ball. We're driving, and then a rain delay hits, and they send West Virginia to their beautiful facilities. And then what did they do to Duquesne? They sent them under the bleachers and gave us hot dogs, hamburgers. You guys are eating oranges and fucking protein shakes. And my guys come out fat and lazy. You guys beat us then
Well, ain't no-
40-0 after that.
Nobody told y'all to go in the locker room and eat all of them glizzies. They was having a Nathan's hot dog eating contest in the locker room.
Hey,
Christian won for sure.
hey, Duquesne, I will give my guys credit. They played that game tough. That was,
did.
They played that
This
tough.
is so funny.
Yeah, hey, so when they went in the locker room, I think we took one of the players into the locker room, gave him a visit and all of that, and he said he wanted to come to West Virginia. I'm
no.
bullshit. I'm joking.
They did.
I'm messing around.
They did. Time out. Vinny, listen to this.
illegal as shit.
Listen to this. Talk about illegal. He was starting for West Virginia this year. Aiden Garnes was starting for West Virginia. My dog Aiden, great kid, great football player. He transferred. They poached him. They poached him right after that game. They said, bro, this boy could play. He started at West Virginia this year. He at least got some rep. Like he was in the rotation.
That might have been the funniest shit I heard.
Nah,
to
he
date.
played, bro. But I was trolling. They did
Nah,
not.
they didn't give him a
Nah,
visit.
they didn't do that. But
Yeah, and Christian gambles with fake money.
Nah, yeah, that sounds good, bro. They gave him Usher bucks. That's like saying they gave him Usher bucks to come to West Virginia. They didn't give him no damn Usher bucks.
It's crazy.
I'm not gonna
Nah,
lie, Chris, that's hilarious.
You didn't answer my question.
Yeah, I know.
Who called you? Did Mike T call you?
So look, I'm about to give you the rundown of the story, bro.
Give me that.
So I'm like, we gonna go. My mom's pressing me about a party, bro. It's like, oh, proud parent. Oh
Yeah, of course.
Baby's going to the NFL. Like, I don't really want to do a party because I'm like, bro, if I go undrafted, I'm gonna be sitting here
You're gonna
looking
be pissed.
off, bro.
Yeah.
So we go day 3. I think it might be in a Saturday or something. I don't know.
Saturday, yeah.
We do it at my coach's house. So my coach, his wife just graduated from something. I can't remember what it was. So we all over there. I invite a few people. So boom, I'm looking at I'm literally looking at the damn near only the Steelers picks. I'm like, okay, boom, they ain't take me right here. okay,
Yeah.
they ain't take me right here. I'm looking, I'm like, bro, why is there no DBs coming off the board? Because, you got to watch your position. Like,
Yeah.
the more people that get drafted, you know what I mean, earlier is like, it bumps you up essentially. So I'm like, okay, boom, bro. And I look, and we watching, and I see Ryan gets drafted. Everybody's like, who the fuck is Ryan Watts? They said, who is Ryan Watts? I'm like, wait, mind you, me and Ryan, we did pre-draft together. I'm like, y'all chill, y'all chill.
Boy, yeah.
Hey, y'all chill. So after that, I just went back outside, left my phone in the house, put it on the charger, got my Apple Watch on though. I'm outside playing cornhole. Everybody's like, I guess my face must have showed that I was like pissed. Like,
Yeah.
oh, bro, you all right? My brother's like, pat me on the back, bro. It's okay, bro. It's all right. It's all right. I'm like, bro, no, the hell it's not all right.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm pissed. So we playing cornhole, whatever. We finally lose. We went on like a 6-7 game win streak.
I don't want to hear
gotta
about
throw
it.
that in there. Yeah, if anybody wants to see
I
me in
do.
cornhole.
I do. I'd love to.
Yeah.
Bring your wallet.
All right. All right. We'll see. We'll
Fake.
see.
Monopoly.
We'll see. But so my big brother was like, bro, your phone's ringing. Your phone keeps ringing. So like I go check my phone. I think my agent like left me a voicemail. I get a voicemail. You know how you can like you get the voice, but you can read like they
Yeah.
send like a text. So I'm like, it's like, oh, this is Coach Tomlin for the Steelers. Congrats. Like it's like, yo, like congrats on being a Steeler. This is my number, this, that, and the third. So I think I don't know if I call him back or if I call Coach, my agent back. I'm like, damn, I didn't get no choice. I didn't get a choice. I was like, all right. Like, so I'm like, okay, I'm talking to him. I'm like, yeah, we going to Pittsburgh. Everybody's
Go
screaming.
crazy.
I'm crying, bro. Like, I'm crying. I'm pissed. I'm not happy. I'm pissed. Like, oh, he's happy. I'm like, bro, this is BS.
Yeah,
Because obviously, you work. Like I told you, I've been playing football since I was 4 years old.
The dream to get drafted.
Yeah,
like
you
whether
wanna-
it's the last pick or the first pick, it don't matter. You drafted.
Yeah. So once I seen I wasn't drafted, bro, I'm like,
Pissed.
throw all this food away. No, I'm playing, but I was hot though. They was like, yeah, they thought I was crying tears of joy, but I was really, really pissed.
So you missed Coach T's call.
Yeah.
Bro, that's terrible.
Like
Like
bro, I
people,
didn't have my phone, bro. I was hot. I'm telling you, I was hot. My phone was on like 20-something%. Like I had my Apple Watch on. So I'm like, okay, the Apple Watch is gonna
at least buzz.
It's gonna buzz the watch. I'm like, all right, shit. I don't got no calls. What's going on? I was like, my agent told me something was if anything happens, like it's gonna be after the draft.
Right.
Like, do you think what's up with this watch? Is the watch bad? What's going on? Yeah, I'm like notification still coming through. Okay.
It's like something gotta be
Yeah,
up.
something got to be up.
How do you let that fuel you? Like, do you think about that? A lot of people, like some people, they'll
feel like he
they'll
plays
get
with
the
that
number of people drafted ahead of them. That's their
Good
number.
question.
Like, do you how do you use that as motivation?
Bro, it's something that I dealt with my whole life, literally, bro. From high school to college, like, I only had one FBS offer. You know what I mean? And I'm it's dudes that came to Western Kentucky with me, and they have South Carolina's, Auburn, and things like that. And I'm like, yo, how he got that offer? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, playing in Louisville versus, like, playing in Florida, Georgia, Texas, Tennessee, or you know what I mean? Like, I'm playing, he's not playing. How the hell did he get this offer? You know what I mean? And I don't have no offers. And like even, when I was in high school, it's like the coach was like, oh, you too small. We need a bigger corner. I'm like, the guys that you gonna bring in, they most likely gonna redshirt too. You know what I mean? Like, y'all have the resources. Like, all of these Power 5 schools have cafeterias, dietitians and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm like, why I can't, you know what I mean? I'm going redshirt. I got to learn the playbook, you know what I mean? Adjust to college. And, it's just one of those things where I'm like, okay, it's just basically adding propane to the fire. You know what I mean? Because if I always keep this chip on my shoulder, there's no limit. People don't have high expectations of me anyway, so why not prove people wrong?
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
nice.
lie to you. I
Yeah.
wanted to say this to you earlier, but I want to say it to you now. You can't tell you're a rookie by how you speak and how you talk. That's huge, bro. Because a lot of guys come in with wide eyes, like from what we've seen and what we like the conversations we've had. When you start talking about ball, right, you understand what it means to be a professional. And a lot of the guys that came on here have done that, right? But again, being a rookie and doing that, you got Peyton. He came in here, had that sense to him, right? You got yourself, right? And these are guys who are making big impact plays. That comes with a lot of knowledge of the game. So you talked about Coach Tomlin helping you, right? But where did you really learn on how to study film? Because it took me to damn near my 7th year. Again, I said my 7th year. Yes, I was dusty to learn film. So when did you really learn?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. It's just like I really didn't start watching film until my last year at Western Kentucky for real.
So you was in the same boat.
Bro, and it's like, bro, and it's like hard because you like, it's so many other things that you want to do. You know what I mean? And I feel that that's probably one of the reasons why I didn't have much success early on when I was at Western Kentucky. Like, it was a dude that came in with me, like, he knew all the plays. Like, even studying the playbook, it was kind of hard for me because I'm like, looking at it, I don't get what this means, but I'm not talking to the coaches about it. Yeah. Like, and then, the coaches just assume that he know what's going on. Like, and it was tough for me, too, because I had a defensive coordinator as the corner coach. So I'm like, I can't really, he just assumes that everybody knows. Like, when the 4th year, when I actually got Coach Key there, like, we breaking down film. Like, he's showing me stuff that I didn't even know was in the film. Like, okay, concepts, how many times they running the concepts, like, just being able to sort it to, okay, they running this concept. They basically, the concepts that they running from the most to the least, you know what I mean? Like, just being able to understand that. So, basically, like, my 4th year is when I learned how to watch it. And just being able to break it down to see, like, concepts they running and things like that. And then my year at Minnesota is really what helped me, too, because I had a DB coach that gave me, like, a little template of how to watch film. But it was, I'm not going to lie, it was way, way too much. So I just kind of took a couple pieces from that and, merged it to how I watched it at Western Kentucky. Right. And then I also had another piece when I was at West Virginia, looking at the formations and stuff and what they running out of those formations. Because college, it's really hard to try to put in new things and not have so many tendencies of, okay, when they run this, when they get in this formation, this is their concept they running. Because guys got class and all of that kind of stuff. So just being able to see that, and I was on my 6th year, bro. I already graduated, bro. Like, chilling. All my classes is online. I'm able to look, and that's how I was so locked in last year, bro. I spent so much time at the facility, but that's how I kind of learned how to watch film. And it's guys that I know today that still struggle, and like that's why I'm happy that I went through it, so I can tell like my younger teammates and stuff like that. Okay, this is how you need to watch film, right? Because my freshman year, all the way up until my 4th year, bro, I did not know how to watch film. I didn't know how to. I didn't even, bro. I promise you, I didn't even know the plays for real until Coach Key came.
That's crazy.
Because I'm like the playbook. Imagine the playbook didn't change. So I'm like, But once he's like reciting it, bro, he had us in there. He's like, I want it to sound like the Georgia Mass Choir in here. Like, knowing that's how I learned formations. That's how I learned concepts. Like, that's how I learned the plays. Like everything. Because he's like, okay, what is this formation? Everybody's in there saying the formation. What's his concept? Boom. What are we playing here on the right side? What are we playing here on the left side? So once he had us, so like that's kind of what I go through. Right. You know what I mean? Like, what are we running on this side? What are we running on that side? What is this formation? What is this concept? So like once he had that, I'm like, now it makes sense. Right. That's what this play call is. This is my responsibility. So my production went through the roof.
So football's football, but talk about like the difference in terminology from, the playbook at West Virginia from now. Obviously, like you're running cover two or whatever, but the terminology, how much different is the terminology from West Virginia, Minnesota, Western Kentucky to now?
Bro, it's, I want to say all the coaches have, well, not all the coaches, but majority of the coaches have different terminology for what they call formations and things like that. Bro, we was calling like 11 personnel like kings or something here when I first got here, and I'm like, what is that? Yeah, I'm like, what? Why is it not just called 11 personnel? Why are we overcomplicating things? But It's different because everywhere you go, they have different things. Like I was even talking to one of my homeboys, and he's like, I'm telling him like about the game because obviously he played at the college level, and I'm not finna talk to my cousin who played high school football in 2003. like, bro,
we got a lot of those in the fans. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I mean? So the game's changed, and he's like, I'm like, yeah, bro, he's running a deep over, and he's like, such and such alert. I'm like, bro, what the hell is that? So just understanding that the terminology is different from place to place. Like when I went from Western Kentucky to Minnesota, I'm like, why are they calling it this? We used to call it that. And then once I finally learned that, I went to West Virginia, and I'm like, why are we calling it this? It's supposed to be that. And I'm
probably helped you though. Now looking back on it, you've been through three programs in college, like learning different defenses. And then you come here, it's like, shit, got to learn another defense. It's nothing new to you. So that's probably why you've adjusted so quick and played early. But I know everyone wants to hear about this. The picks against Aaron Rodgers, your first career pick, to have two against one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Like, what was that moment like? Talk us through like the coverage, because that was a hell of a play in the middle of the field. I know the second one came a little easier to you off a tip, but like that play in the middle of the field was a badass play. What was like your read on that? You don't got to give anything away, obviously. Like I know we were in some stuff, but like what was your read on that? What were you feeling after that? That shit was lit.
Bro, so we was down too.
We were down. Your first pick, we were down because then we scored off that, and then we went up, and then you got that second one.
Yeah, so we was down. We was in our man type coverage. It looks like man, but we playing zone. And I was on the number 3 receiver. I don't even know how I was on the number 3 receiver now that I think about it. But anyways, so playing the middle runner, bro. Knowing and being in the meeting with Coach Tomlin's like, man,
he's gonna throw that thing. I remember that.
When he sees split safety, he's gonna attack that middle runner. So split safety, 2 safeties up high, you know what I mean? Cover 2, look. I'm running middle runner. So if a guy gets in between the hashes, you gotta be underneath of him, and so he throws, put air on the ball. I'm like, and usually you're supposed to open up to the speed, so you're supposed to open up to the 3 receiver side. So you're supposed to look at the receivers, and then take a peek at the quarterback. Look at and if it's a guy, running through the paint, we call it. Then you gotta match them kind of. Yeah. But like I looked over there, and then I got my ass right on the quarterback, and I'm like just running this way, and I seen him throw it. I was like, yes.
One hand.
Yeah. I was like, yes, and it's just something that we talked about, just seeing it in film. And I think I can't remember who they played the week before, but it was like the week before. I think it might have been Minnesota.
It was Minnesota, in London, I think.
Bro, he zipped the ball. The middle runner, he zipped the ball right past his helmet, back shoulder to the receiver. So I was just like right there, and I'm like, ooh.
He throw that, I'm gonna get it.
I'm looking at you, but I'm like, but my whole body's like turned this way, but I'm looking at the quarterback. He threw it. One hand.
Yeah.
And guys, we could be hating, talking about he don't know if I got hands for real. I told him, I said, man, my first pick was one-handed. I don't got no hands.
Did A-Rod actually sign those balls?
Yeah, I should have brought him in.
You should have brought him.
Yeah, I should have brought him in.
That's
you get them framed?
Yeah, I'm gonna get him in a case. I got the jerseys framed.
Did he write anything on there?
Nah, he just wrote his cool ass signature on there, bro. His signature's pretty cool.
That's wild.
That's pretty
wild.
sweet.
Yeah, it is.
You got his jersey too?
Nah, I wish.
That'd be crazy.
Hell no. He ain't doing that. If he would, I don't know. I might call Pat McAfee and see if he
could get you.
I still don't think he'll do it. I think that's rubbing it in a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't really mean no harm by it.
Yeah, I feel like it's out of respect, bro.
Yeah,
like you're
bro,
saying, dude, I picked off one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Like, that's I don't think that's crazy to ask for that jersey.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I should have asked him for it, honestly.
It's not a disrespect thing. I feel like it's more of a respect thing. Like, you pick off somebody else, you're like, okay, it's a pick. I might keep the ball. I ain't asking them to sign it, but like the fact that it was Rodgers, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm like, man, because I think the equipment dudes is like when I picked off Daniel Jones, they're like, you gonna get him to sign it too? I'm like, now I'm like, nah, I don't need that for real.
Jess, what do you got, Jess?
Yeah. So last episode we had Scotty on, and I was kind of coming from the perspective of like how he has to make every rep. Like when you know filling in like that, sometimes if you miss one ball, like in his situation, like he don't get another opportunity. Sometimes like that's like the crucial aspect of like when you get thrown into a game, like. Not only are you not warmed up, maybe like, you know, he found out 3 minutes before the game or something like that. So I want to come from like a different perspective for your thing, like in the sense of how does it feel like knowing that, you know, you could have a game like you did with that 2-pick game and that could forever like, you know, put you on a trajectory like moving forward where that like brings you into the NFL. Like, you know, people are like hearing your name. I was looking up some of the stuff for you on Google and Reddit's like, we owe Beanie Bishop an apology, blah, blah, blah. Like, so like that game right there could spark your whole career for the rest of your life. Like, do you feel that? Like, do you have anything you know, would want to say about how crucial those moments are in that, you know, you have an opportunity to build a career off of that one game, you know? And, you know, and I'm saying that, you know, there's obviously other opportunities, but I think that was a big spark, so.
Yeah, for sure. You know, when you have those type of games, it's like you kind of put the league on notice a little bit.
Right.
Because being a rookie, quarterbacks are going to keep targeting you. Yeah, they're going to keep throwing at you. You know, it kind of made them a little less, kind of made them gun shy a little bit. Like, we're not going to keep doing it. We're not going to keep doing at this guy.
Yeah.
Just because he's like a ball hawk. Like, so now, even though that was like weeks and weeks ago, it's like.
You still feel it a little bit.
Yeah, I still feel it a little bit. Like, and especially playing on it, like majority of the time, I'm playing on the same side as DJ. So me and him's like the top two in, well, not top two in takeaways, but top two in interceptions on the team.
Picks,
so it's like, do we want to throw over there? Because, bro, they if they get their hands on the ball, they're most likely catching it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I just think being able to have that kind of game, and then the next week following up with another interception.
Yep.
You know, it's like my career is going up, and I'm so young. It's my, you know, my rookie year and stuff like that. But I haven't even got to the, you know, my best self yet, because obviously I still have growing pains and stuff like that. Still have things that I have to see. You know, playing against certain people, I know that I'm going to get this, so I can play them a certain type of way and stuff like that. You know, like if we was to play Aaron Rodgers again next year, okay, if I know when I'm the middle runner, I know I'm getting this from him. Or, you know, playing certain people like Jameis Winston, we know he's gonna probably he might throw us a couple picks. You know what I mean? Like, because he's that confident in himself, and he's a great quarterback. But, you know, like Coach T say, gunslingers get shot.
That's a crazy statement.
Awesome.
That's hard.
For sure.
I feel like going back to your question, Jess, I feel like Coach T says it perfectly. Like, there's a fine line between a Pro Bowler and a backup.
Right.
It's just who making those plays.
Yeah, because I mean, like, and you could agree or disagree, but like, if you would have even had a really good game, like, did everything perfect, nobody, like, you gave up no receptions or anything, like, I don't know if it would have had the magnitude across the league of like your name, but you also had a really good game, but also those 2 picks, like, that's just like huge for yourself going forward. Like, that could be the launching pad. Like, you know, I'm hoping that you're looking back 10 years from now and being like, yeah, like my 10-year career was birthed off of those 2 picks, because, again, you could have had a really good game and they're like, all right, cool, but, you know, we're going to fill in, you know, when Cam comes back or whatever that looks like. But I think it's just a really cool story of, like, that one moment, that one game, you know, forever just, like, solidifies you in the league. And, you know, you're an underdog story, like, coming undrafted and stuff like that. So you got to make every moment count, and I know you know that. So, I mean, I'm sure you're proud of it, but, like, you should really, like, take your flowers on something like that, because that bursts a career. You know, now guys are like asking you questions, and you know you're you know now like more of a household name even in Pittsburgh. I hear your name a lot.
Yeah, you got a beanie pizza. Did you try that pizza,
bro? So
you got a pizza?
Listen.
So yeah, Bishop's Pizza, bro. Like, I got my own. I got my own thing out there, bro.
Oh, I'm trying to see what it's hitting for.
Yeah, so it got the extra cheese on there. So I don't eat pork, so it got chicken on there, and it got barbecue sauce drizzled on there.
That's dope.
Yeah, so it's in West Mifflin, man, and it's good. So like this is like before, because they had DM me like, oh yeah, like my family owned this pizza restaurant, Bishop's Pizza, and that was right after the interception. So I'm like,
See? Yeah.
I'm like, boom, okay, so like we can get some stuff rolling. So they DM me, I DM them back, and I'm like, okay. So I went in there and I'm like, let me try the pizza first before I even.
Yeah.
We not finna put my name on no bad product. We can't do that. So I tried it. I'm like, yeah, this is good. So, and like I didn't even tell the people that I was coming. I was like, just like ordered it, and like I posted a picture that I was there. But obviously I was at home when I posted it, you know. And,
They probably love that, bro.
yeah, so like I got the pizza. I haven't went back since because it's just kind of been busy. But
Before we wrap this up, I want to go back to the name Beanie. Your grandma gave you that name?
Godmom.
Your godmom?
Yeah.
How did that just?
I got the whole deal on my phone, bro. So if you want to edit that in, bro, I got it on my phone. So the whole video, I mean, it's not that long, but it's like 30 seconds.
What? She's
explaining it. She's explaining how the name Beanie came out. So
Play
Can you
it.
play it right now and just put the phone to the microphone?
I
Just
want to
turn
hear
it
it.
towards
Yeah.
the camera.
Let godmom talk about it.
Hold up, I'll send her the camera.
Because I'm like, bro, you know, people ask me this all the
All
time.
the time.
Where it say, here it is.
Well, Beanie, your name came from when you were born, and I was holding and looking at you, and I kept saying, look at Amy's beanie. And then I was thinking, oh, he looks like a beanie baby. So then, he just started calling you Beanie.
She thought you looked like a Beanie Baby. And the rest is history.
Yeah, the rest is history, bro. So
you've been called Beanie your whole life.
my whole life. So obviously, you know, all my friends, like when I was playing Little League in the neighborhood, they call me Beanie, like, you know what I mean? Because obviously it's
easy.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, yo, like,
Yeah.
I'm not finna be like, hey, yo, you know, it's my government name.
Yeah.
Like, you know, everybody has a street name or whatever, you know, neighborhood name, like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know, like, James is not going by that. He's going by Man. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know his name was really James until. I'm joking.
That's
But yeah, so in elementary school, well, my first year of middle school is when like even teachers like start calling me Beanie because me and my brother went to the same middle school.
That's pretty cool.
He was 2 grades ahead of me, so he's in 8th grade and I was in 6th grade. So he's like, oh yeah, this is my little brother Beanie. So like coaches, teachers, everybody in the school is calling me Beanie. So like, and then it just like stuck.
I love that.
That's hard. Beanie.
Yeah,
That's hard.
Yeah, so
Like even on the roster, I feel like it's Beanie.
yeah,
Like,
bro,
it is.
and it's like I try to do the Lululemon thing.
Yeah.
Bro, because my name isn't Beanie on my ID, they won't let me do it.
I hate when that stuff happens.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, I like
that's
send
lame.
like they like, oh, we need a picture, so I send them the
Yeah,
screenshot
yeah.
of the roster, and like my ID.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that's crazy, B. Let me tell you why that's crazy, B. So we were traveling, right? And he was getting our tickets to travel. So I had to go through TSA 4 times
Oh, yeah.
because he put the wrong name on my ticket.
His name's not Trey.
My real name is Charles, but my family has been calling me Trey since the day I was born,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So he's thinking, of course it's one and the same, right? But TSA would not let me go anywhere. I had to be sent back to go talk to the people out front several times. And I got to a point where I told the young lady, I said, listen, miss, you send me back there one more time, I promise you I'm not coming back.
Yeah, I was nervous we weren't going to get on our plane that day. That's my bad, dude.
It's all right. Still love you. But I get it. I get it.
see, yeah, nah, and that's the thing, like, bro. These days, you really gotta ask, is that your real name? Because I met a couple dudes that's like, his name is what?
Jesse's real name is Slater.
So like, bro, some dudes go by their middle name, some
is
dudes
not.
go by nicknames. Like, are you the third?
I am.
See, yeah. So
That's
that makes
crazy you
so
picked that up,
yeah.
though. That is absolutely crazy. Most people don't. Like, I'm being so serious.
didn't.
How'd you know that?
What you mean? How I know that every trade is the third?
But I think it might be a black family thing. I ain't going
His name is Trey from now on.
Okay, that's shit. You probably in a
That's
good space.
cool.
But that is true, yo.
Yeah.
Like my aunt, if I could show you to this day, my aunt will tell you you were named Trey because you're the third Charles.
That's
kinda
usually
sick.
how it goes, bro. Like think about like BJ, CJ, DJ, like is whatever junior.
Yeah.
Like if you go Trey, it's the third. Like I literally had a Trey on my team, like Trey Urquhart, the third.
Makes sense.
I don't know his real name though. Now that I think about it, see that's the thing. Like I don't know his real.
It might not be his
His real name is not Trey. I don't know what his real name is. Real name's like Janoris or something probably. I don't know.
Jesse, I need you to call me VJ from now on.
We'll call you that.
VJ.
VJ?
yeah.
All right, that's
No
it.
comment on that.
Well, damn, this is awesome, Beanie. Boys, I appreciate you coming in. Season 1, episode 20. Why don't I lose count of the episodes every week? It's like we do this every week.
It might be all the Knicks on that
This is
helmet,
Jordan
right?
episode, isn't it?
It says Nick. Yeah, I think this is the Jordan episode. Episode 23. Beanie Bishop Jr. Thank you again for coming in.
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe, retweet, repost. Do that. Do it all. Do all that shit.
Bishop.